Well, my shirt's got a bit of fading on it. Wow. Think that one's been washed a couple times. Good day, model railroaders. How are things going tonight? I know a lot of people have been sitting around for the hour. I start the stream in StreamYards, but I don't go live yet, but YouTube picks it up right away. So I just kind of leave it up there and let people know I'm about to go live. Normally, for me, it's 7 p.m. Eastern all the time. I guess I could put that in the title of the chat, but the title was long enough as it was. So kind of let that one go. Almar, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you in the chat. John number 2 popping in. Hot Dog Pilot Andy. We got Dave Hammer way back at the beginning. The very first person in here, NS5107, a.k.a. Chasco. How are you, sir? Hopefully you can make my next meet and greet in May, which we are going to talk about. Wow, what a disappointment. And I got some work to do. Holy jumping. Model train aficionado, Mr. Chris. Awesome to see you here, bud. Lynn McCurley. I'm just going with it. That's it. I call you that all the time, and you're going to get it. I don't care. There's an L in your name, and if there's not, put it in there. Boxcar Jerry, nice to see you popping over here. I know you're live right now, too, with Mr. Digger. Very cool. And Mike H.O. Trains saying evening to everybody, and good evening to you, sir. And hopefully everything's good with you. Who else we got popping in? I've seen a couple. We got Joe Rader, Black Rock Central Railroad. You've got a train show coming up soon down in Timonium. That's one I don't make it to. February. You can never tell about the weather. It's bad enough going to Amherst and having that a real, well, it was exciting, that's for sure. Life with Roscoe. Good day to you. And who else do we got here? Just keep scrolling. And I think I got everybody. Dave Hammer, I think I said hi to you. If not, hi, Dave Hammer. I think we got it. What do we got? 18 watching, so it says 5 thumbs up, but my thumbs up never works. So it is what it is. I know I gave myself a thumbs up just because I like my shirt so much and it's fading so bad. It's just going to be like a gray, weird shirt. So Dwayne's Fork and Spoon, nice to see you popping in. Hello to you. As the title says, my main meet and greet information. So we're going to go over a bit of that. If anybody's booked a hotel yet, well, let's just get right to it, shall we? I got an email from the Reading and Northern today, finally. It's taken about 2.5, 3 weeks to get this kind of organized. John number 2, I know you're going to want to listen to this because it's changed a lot. So let me find this email. And I will go over it. And that's not it. All right. So right from the horse's mouth, this is from Joshua at the Reading, or the Reading and Northern there. Blah. Little disappointed in this one. No, I'm a lot disappointed in this one. Getting things all set up. I was pretty excited, ready to spend about $10,000 and train for the day. I thought that was going to be cool. We went over a whole itinerary, Josh and I. What we could do with the train, where we could go, the whole shop tours, the whole kit caboodle. And I'm just going to read the email. So hopefully there's enough people here. If not, well, there'll be a replay. So here we go. Good evening, David. We have come up with some recommendations for you and your group for the weekend of May 17th and 19th. And I believe it's right to the 20th. But anyway. Okay, so right off the bat, what do you get out of that? We have come up with some recommendations for you and your group. Doesn't say anything about their railroad on that one. Okay, well, let's keep going. Our recommendations is to look for hotels, accommodations in the Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Reading, Pennsylvania area. So anybody coming to the meet and greet, look for Hamburg or Reading, Pennsylvania for hotel areas. I actually had to cancel mine in Jim Thorpe, and I will be rebooking probably in the Reading area. Okay, so this will put you in more reasonable position for visiting many of these locations. All right. Due to the availability, oh, here we go. This is the train I wanted to rent. Due to the availability of personnel, I'm probably just going to go with that part there. Equipment, well, they've got lots of that. And other special events already on our schedule, the Reading and Northern is not able to offer as many activities as initially desired in our conversation for our railroad for that weekend. That's a tongue twister, but anyway. So yeah, they can't do the train ride on Saturday, which, like I said, I was really excited about renting that thing, doing the shop tour, steam tour, locomotive tour, and then riding the rails on a train that was all ours. That's gone. That sucks. And that was all day Saturday. So now we got to kind of figure out some things. But hey, they've sent it forward. So for the Friday, May 17th, ride our Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway train from Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, 3 p.m. departure, 70-minute round trip. So if I contact them with a few names, so if anybody wants to come to this on the Friday, I do need to know. We can offer you a special discount rate of $10 per adult, $5 per children, in either standard coach or open car seating. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat right now, guys, because I'm reading all this off to you. That's cool. At least we can get a discount. But like I said, let me know if you're coming on the Friday, May 17th, so I can get that down and we can get that discount. When you would like to book these tickets, let me know and I'll put you in touch with our ticket manager, Russ. All right, so Friday. Well, that was always the plan, take the Jim Thorpe train, scenic Gorge train. Still, that's what we're doing. Friday, taking the Gorge train. All right. Saturday. Well, that was the day I wanted to rent the train, do the shop tour, cab tours of diesel locomotives, cab tour of the steam locomotive that they're just going to be getting fired up because it'll be coming out the following weekend. Anyway, let's get right to it. Ride the Reading and Northern. No, yeah, okay. Ride the Reading and Northern's PA2 Minesville, Pennsylvania excursion. All right, so we're still Reading and Northern Reading. Get it right. So the train number is 113 to the new St. Nick Arithosite, coal breaker, and brief history presentation on board. All right, so anyway, there'll be food vendors on in the train. So it's a train. I'll look into it. It's got a website. So yeah, we'll see if I can do this. Present, screen share. Share. All right. So anyway, you guys can't click on these anyway, but there's kind of what he's saying. You guys can go over it and read it later on. Oh, I don't think there's any personal stuff there because I scrolled down, so that's good. Anyway. All right, so there we go. Yeah. So, like I said, if you're booking a hotel in the area, like you said, do the Hamburg, Pennsylvania or Reading, Pennsylvania area, and that'll get us started. Friday, 3 o'clock, Jim Thorpe. We'll do that scenic train, the Gorge train. That gets that done, out of the way. So there was a lot of things there to look at. I'm going to go through a bunch of them, see if I can pop some of this stuff up. What's that one there? Da-doom. Share. So here's one of the things we can look at. Boyertown, Pennsylvania. I think that was about 45 minutes from the Jim Thorpe area. It looks pretty good. I love this dining car scene that they had up there. So I'm probably going to contact these guys and see if we can book an excursion for Saturday. Not, like I said, guys, I got a lot of work to do right now to get this set up now, just because it took them quite a bit of time. But get rid of that one. And then we also got the Heritage Museum. This one I kind of want to get to. Again, the chat's not up on the screen, guys. Sorry about that. Just trying to go over. If you guys see something that you like, or if you have any ideas for this meet and greet, you can always put it in the chat. I can check out the links later on. They said the Friday, I think we're going to stick with that train ride. And then Saturday is going to be the big day, trying to get something set up. And then he also set up some stuff for Sunday that we can look at too. So just throwing out ideas for you guys. This is all the stuff, like I said, that Josh threw over my way. Again, there's trains that you can do for excursions on all these train rides or places. Bring your dog to this one. uh, so if anybody's been to any of these places, you feel welcome. Come on up and talk about them on the chat. I would appreciate hearing about them because these are all new to me. This is really easy to share screens here, so that's the good thing. And Life with Roscoe says he can be there Friday. That's cool because, like I said, that'll be the Jim Thorpe train ride. That's still a go. It's just Saturday and Sunday I got to be working on, and I've got 3 months to get it all put together. So, but it will be in that area. So, like I said, I'm going to probably look into the Reading area to book my hotel. And I like how he sent me this one. Just it's there. So, yeah, that was some of his ideas thrown out. Oop, and now I'm looking at this and it's a little backwards. So, and behind schedule. Ron, nice to see you. DB Tech popping in, saying hi. Anthony Dodge, the model train outsider, saying hello to everybody. Trayman1, train member for a while, obviously. He's got all those stickers popped up there. Very cool. Tim from CP368 Productions. Unfortunately, haven't spent any time on that side of Pennsylvania. That's the thing. Neither have I. So really kind of, like I said, it's a big disappointment. The way him and I talked for that hour and a half, he sounded pretty, well, gung-ho about it, just as I was, about renting that whole train for the day. And he was like, when I mentioned the shop tours and stuff like that, he's like, yeah, take the train down, disembark, go in through the shop tours. We can do guided tours and stuff like that. So when he says personnel, I believe it's more that than it is anything else. They just don't have the manpower to do something like that. Okay, I'm good. Like I said, there is lots of other stuff in the area that we can do, and I will be looking into it in the next week and a half. I will keep videos coming up all the time, posting people, letting you know what my ideas are for the meet and greet in May. But it kind of takes me right back to my first meet and greet. When I kind of posted, this is what I'm doing for my holidays, guys. If you want to join me, great. Same thing. I'm going to be doing a few things. I just need to know how many people are going to join me. So hopefully we can get group discounts. That's about it. If I can get an excursion train rented for us, I am certainly going to do that. And Chris and I did talk about a dining car that we could actually eat on. Reading and Northern does not do that. They just don't have the capabilities. But in that one email, he did send me something that said basically they do dining car experiences. So if you want to get in touch with them, and that is on my bucket list. I actually want to eat a meal on a dining car that's moving. It was awesome in Steamtown to eat on a dining car, and the food was cooked on the dining car. It was served with the wait staff and everything. They were all part of that dining car society. And if we could get to do that again on a rail car or a dining car that's moving, I think that's going to be really cool because I want to see what my drink does. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Fultz Bailey Model Railroad. We need to find a place to have a fire pit. Oh, you have no idea. The place I rented in Jim Thorpe was a whole house. It had a big pit in the back. It had parking for 10 cars. The fire pit, the benches, everything. And like I said, Chris sent me that email and said, do it in Reading or Hamburg. So, yeah, I canceled that one, unfortunately. But yeah, you know it, buddy. We need the fire pit because we've done it a couple years. It just hang out, order pizza was awesome. Hanging around a big fire and having a couple drinks, all chatting with each other. It makes for a great time, right? The after hours part of the meet and greet is probably better than the train experience itself. So Strasbourg, Life with Roscoe. No, we did that one already. So I'm trying to keep it in the Reading area just for something new, right? Like like I said, these are my holidays that I like to do, and I like to do something different, not the same thing all the time. So I'll get something put together for us. Like I said, I didn't get that email until 2 o'clock this afternoon. I think I opened it at 5 actually, and kind of went, "Oh, sugar." So you know what I mean. Okay, guys. So like I said, that's the meet and greet. Talking about that right off the bat, and read that email to you. Is like I said, if you're coming, get your hotel probably in the Reading, Pennsylvania area, because I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going to be looking, and we can go from there. And if we know anybody that has a house in that area, they have a fire pit. Oh, that could be good too. So, Steve Childers, nice to see you, bud. Hanging out in your live stream for a little bit today while I was doing a little bit of workout here in the layout. And let's see, nobody else has anything popping up in the chat. So I'm going to move right over to Springfield. So guys, there's a link there. If you came to Springfield this year and you want to come up and talk about it, that's awesome. Near Reading, Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. Jim Thorpe, I think, is about 45, 50 minutes from Jim Thorpe. So it'd be a bit of driving for you. 1 hour and 15 for me. So there you go. Hey, we can stay at your place. Hey, we're going to have a bonfire in Rick's backyard. We only got to drive 1 hour and 15 minutes to do it. So bring a tent. We'll all camp out. So no, that's probably not a good thing. So we used to go to the Reading Outlet Mall as a kid, but I do not think I have ever ridden any of the trains. Okay, might have to look that up too there, Heath. Oh, okay. See, I just want to break right into the Springfield Amherst Society. And we're going to talk about Mini Prince a little bit. I don't see him in the chat, but that's okay. We're going to talk about him anyway. As everybody knows, last 2 years, I go down and I help Bernard out with the Mini Prince booth, get it all set up, camera all set up and everything else. My big job is meet and greet with the people, because apparently I'm kind of good at the meet and greet part. I don't know. It comes with the Sparky name, apparently. Sparky's Meet and Greet. But I host that. We did that Saturday at noon. That was a great turnout. 40, 50 people popped in there and hung out. But all through the show, we had people coming up saying hi and meeting us and stuff like that, right? So just getting into the Mini Prince booth, guys, I'd like to see it in the chat. Like I said, if you want to come up and talk about this a little bit, that'd be great. So Mini Prince does the scanning. That's what his whole thing is at the train shows now, is he takes all his equipment down, sets it all up, and set up appointments. $89.99 American. And I believe you get a $20 gift card back from Mini Prince. So if you sign up for this kind of thing, $69.99, $70, not bad. You get 5 figures if you're HO scale. So get right down to the nitty gritty. That's a lot of work. Okay, so Bernard does all the scanning and stuff. I get people signed in. I tell everybody, okay, you're going to be on the turntable. If you start feeling a little dizzy, pick certain things to look at. Go through the whole safety ordeal. And then, of course, Bernard comes over. He repeats pretty much exactly what I said to the person. Turn on the old turntable. Hey, that's my job. I get to turn people on. It's a huge joke all the time when we're at Mini Prince booth doing the scanning. Sparky gets to turn you on. You guys can go anywhere you want with that. Why not? Yeah, it does the scan and stuff like that. It's done. Turn it off. Catch the people if they're going to fall off. They don't. It doesn't turn that fast. So that's pretty much the routine that we do. It's every 15 minutes we can get somebody in there and get scanned and stuff like that. Awesome. But what the thing is, we don't get a lot of time to walk around. So I have had a couple people in the chat already say, hey, did you buy anything when you were at Amherst? I did. I bought a 3D printed windmill for my farm scene up on the top level. Got that from James Regier, and he actually delivered it. So he brought it over at the meet and greet. I gave him the money for that. Bam. Hey, I bought something in Springfield. And the other thing I got, very awesome picture. I love getting gifts, guys, especially Conrail. So that was from Chris, the model train aficionado. Very cool, bud. He makes the frames and everything, I believe he said. Glasses it up, puts the picture in there. Just very cool. So I'll find a nice home for that. Ours Trains, hello to you, buddy. Nice of you popping in. We got Carolina Foothills Railroad. You spin me round, right? That is my job. Turn on the old turntable. So yeah, guys, that's what we do at the Mini Prince booth. And Gerald, nice to see you popping in. And it takes a lot of the time. We, like I said, 15 minutes for the scan. It's about 5-6 minutes on the turntable. Get it all set up, get it saved, do a couple little pinpricks here and there type thing. Keeps Bernard pretty busy. And then you got myself up there meeting everybody, keeping an eye on the modules and things like that. You hear about a lot of these companies complain that they lose stuff at the show. Like theft is a big thing, I guess, but we never seem to even lose a mini print. We take pictures when we get there, and we take pictures at the end of the days, and we compare things, and nothing ever seems to go missing, which is probably a good thing. But like I said, it's a busy time for us. Bob, the Bob's N Scale Man Cave. How are you, sir? Nice to see you popping in at the old meet and greet too, and saying hi to everybody. And like I said, Heath was there. We had Go Via or Go Home popping in. So Chris, Mike popped in. Anthony Dodge was there. There was tons. Railfan Man and his better half was there. Ron popped in. Al popped in. I did not see you at Amherst. Were you there? No, I wasn't there. Oh, man. I said, super busy time for mini prints. And I had it. We take breaks, right? Like I'll tell Bernard I'm taking off for 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I got enough time to go over and see Frank and Plummer over at their layout, which won, I believe, best layout at the show again this year. So that was pretty cool. Frank sent me a picture of his plaque that they won again. So right on, Frank Neer and Plummer. Good on you guys. Thanks, Heath. It took Selkirk Yard, 1995, I think. Okay, missed part of that conversation, but that's all right. I missed quite a bit. So the question I got for you guys, and leave it up in the chat for me. When you guys come to these train shows and you see mini prints, is that what you want to go there for, is to get scanned? Is that a highlight? Is that something you want to get done? Is get scanned by mini prints? And like I said, just leave it general in the chat, guys. Do you want to get scanned by mini prints? Do you think that's something cool? And is that something you would go to a train show to see or have done? Oh, yes, 100%. I love to get scanned and have a mini O-scale me. And ours trains, all you got to do, bud, sign up next time we do a train show. And yeah, he does HO. He does all the scales right up to O. So I think G scale's a little too hard for him. Too big, whatever. So nice. Any videos of that layout? Yeah, I would get scanned. That's Anthony Dodge. We would get scanned. So that's him and Joyce. That's cool. When does the I'm tongue-tied tonight, but when do you sign up for that? Ours trains, you just keep an eye on the Mini Prince website. The next show he's going to go to, he'll post that, and then there's always sign-ups. I do not even know what show he's doing next. So, and I don't know. Maybe I should have sent him a text, but I don't think he has one lined up for the rest of this year yet. So I know he was talking about doing Timonium again. Last year he was sick, so he couldn't make it. He was signed up to do Timonium in October and then had to cancel. So Dave, BNSF N Scale, nice to see you. King Trump 2024. And hi. So that's the going to Bernie's, Life with Roscoe. I'm going to try to be at the Bernie's one. I got to see what date that's going to be. I know the Bernie's train show I go to is in October. So last year he was 1 week, and then the following week was Timonium. So I had back-to-back weekends doing train shows out. So it was a lot of driving. 5.5 hours to get to Scranton, and then I have a 7.5 hour drive to get to Timonium. So he was thinking about Northeast Region NMRA convention since it is in Rochester. See, Tim's the person to ask because he knows more than I do. And I was helping him out. So, like I said, guys, put it in the chat if that's something that you like. want to see or want to get done is get scanned. Now, another question that we're going to have, obviously, since I don't know the next train show that he is going to, what train shows do you guys think would be big enough to get Bernard there at Mini Prince? He likes to get a show that's got 5 to 10,000 people, if not more. He loves the traffic, loves talking to people. And obviously, the more people at the show, obviously, the more scans he can do. So, if you got a train show that you'd like to see Heath at, well, yeah, we'd all like to see Heath at it. If you've got a show you want to see Mini Prince at, just throw it up in the chat too. And I'm pretty sure Mini Prince at some point will come back and check this out, because I'll send him a text saying, hey, man, there was tons of ideas for you. So York Train Show in Pennsylvania would be great. Okay, ours trains. What's the turnout for the York Train Show? Because I'm pretty sure that's the big one. But that's O scale, is it not? Again, it doesn't matter what scale. It's Mini Prince. So that first question I had for you guys, like I said, is that something you guys want to get done at shows? Would you go to a train show to get scanned by Mini Prince, get your figures done? And I'm telling you, the detail on his new equipment, amazing. I can't share any pictures from him yet because they're not public. But even the detail on my face, on my new scan that's coming out, I know it's going to be HO and you're not going to see it anyway. But the pictures he sent me, wow. We scanned a guy that had glasses on and he was standing there like this. He's trying to be all grumpy, right? It got the detail in his face, plus it got his glasses. So that was really wild. Allentown, Syracuse, I would say Hamburg, New York would be a good fit. Has attendance, but I think they have space for him. And most shows would actually make space for Bernard. He needs about 20 by 20, so I'm not sure I want to see the detail of Sparky's face. Come on, humanity. Be nice. I'm nice to you when I talk to you. Life with Roscoe said he would. So, reason why I'm asking this kind of stuff is, like I said, it takes a lot of time to do the scanning, and it takes away from the general public. So we don't get to spend a lot of time, especially Bernard, and he's a people person, meeting with the public, meeting with the people, talking to people about what they want. So, what's another option for Mini Prince? How about selling at the train shows? Oh, I'm throwing a loop in it now, aren't I? What if Bernard wanted to sell at the train shows instead? So now there's no scanning, but he'll bring stuff to sell. Does that change your perspective of Mini Prince? Or not your perspective, but would that bring you to the show more? Seeing stuff for sale instead? Because it is an option that Bernard and I were talking about. And obviously it's Bernard's little shop thing there. We were just shooting the shit about it. So I'm just throwing it out here, right? Why not both? Well, Almar, again, you've seen us doing the scans, right? Bernard showed me the new scan I used, Sparky. The details are amazing. I know, man. He sent that to me too. And just, wow, I can't wait. Get a few of those. Yeah. Yeah, the new scanning stuff. Wow. King Trump 2024, 1 day scan, 1 day hawk the goods. That's an idea too. But setting up all the scanning equipment and everything does take time. But I like your idea, 1 day scanning, 1 day of selling. Some train shows are only 1 day. Some are 2. Are the Mini Prints that he would sell be pre-painted? No. To Bob, there's just so many different variations of what you could paint, how you could paint things. People, if he did that kind of thing, obviously there'd be a heftier price tag on it for sure. He does offer some of his Mini Prints painted now on his website, but to bring them down to a show painted, I guess it would have to be like the animals, like beavers, skunks. His wood chipper, he could probably get painted and sell that way. What else would he have? He's got the bomb shelters, the well he could do, the modules Bernard set up. It really shows off all the things you can do with the minis. And for sure. And Chris, that's the whole thing about his modules that he sets up too, is there isn't one thing on there that's not printed except vehicles and rail cars. All the people that you see on that are people that have been scanned by Bernard. So they're all unique. Like you can't just go and buy pre-packs of this stuff for $20 from Bachman type thing, and everybody's got the same people. You're buying stuff that is amazingly detailed and unique. Like you can't just buy this in a magazine type thing. This is all mini prints, all people that he scanned type thing. You know what I mean? So can't get them anywhere else except on mini prints. 10-pack over the edge figures are offered to be painted. So there you go. Mike's HO Trains would know that because he's one of the guys that does the painting. And it is something that he's throwing out there. Like, does he keep doing the scans? Does he sell? So it's just nice to get some of the feedback from you guys in the chat. How busy we are is just, like I said, it's just crazy. So if we were to do the scanning and selling at the same time, I think you'd need a third person at the booth. That's for sure. So hope you are doing well, Randall. And good day, Randall. How are you? So that's pretty much what I'm throwing out there for you guys. Like I said, the meet and greet for May has changed significantly. So Reading, Pennsylvania, probably where I'm going to be renting a hotel. Check out the beginning of this. I did show the email for a bit and a couple of the places that I'm thinking about now. And get that. I said, if anybody wants to come up and talk about Springfield, if you were there this year, come on up. Throw the link up in the chat one more time. Caboose 121, just grow another pair of arms, Sparky. Yeah, or just get another pair printed off, right? My Life's Track Syracuse, New York show is 2 days. The new building is close in size to the Better Living Center Amherst show, and it's close to CSX mainline. So that would be pretty cool. And My Life's Tracks, you were also at a train show not that long ago. That might be it. It was in the Utica train building. That might be a good one, but I don't know how big that one or how busy that one was either. So, Sparky, be that third person. Well, I'm the second person, Jared. When I do go down and help him out, it's like Bernard, if he's doing the scanning and stuff, he has done that by himself. And that's not that big of a deal. It just, like I said, it takes a lot of time away from him that he can't meet the general public. And Bernard's a very social butterfly. So I go down, I can help him out a little bit, keep an eye on things. Again, he's allowed to leave the booth then, and so am I. It's not the greatest thing to leave your booth completely empty during the show. So it's nice to have somebody there and to look after things and answer questions and stuff like that when you have to use the restroom or take a tour and go around. I know Bernard did get out there and look at some of the train show. He did buy a couple things, but myself, I got a bum foot as it is, so I don't walk very fast or very far. So getting over to see Frank and Plummer over in that building and seeing the layout, spend some time with Artie. That was just about enough to do me in. I did pop around and see a lot of the manufacturers that I know from the past, kind of rub elbows with them again. It was nice to see Chris from Intermountain, and stopped over at Aurora, obviously, ITLA, talking with Nick and Renee for quite a bit of the show. Stopped over, saw Ken Jr. for a bit. That was always good. Talking with him. I've never met him in person before. But it was just kind of nice to spend about 20 minutes talking to him about things in the show in New York. And going to be taking a trip to New York shortly in August. So I don't know. I'm going to talk to him and see if I can get over and check out his warehouse. That's what I really want to see. Don't want to see the train store. Everybody sees that. But his warehouse is huge in New York. So Tom's Trains and Things. Nice to see you popping in, bud. Good evening, everybody. And I hope you're feeling well. I need a walker. Dave, BNSF, I was getting a walker, buddy. I wanted a motorized one. So I want the scooter. Go right from there. So, and Dave's saying home from Missouri. So again, guys, any shows that you want to see mini prints at, throw them up, but they got to be a pretty good show. 2 days, preferably. That'd be really good. Nathan DeLay, how are you, sir? Nice to see you. Like I said, we talked about my meet and greet in May. How things are going to change a little bit. Yeah, looking at some of the excursions and stuff like that, I'm going to make some phone calls this week. And the one that I really liked was the Pioneer Toll Tunnel Coal Mine. That wasn't bad, but the one that did the dining car thing. So the Colebrook Railroad, Pennsylvania. I'm going to give that one a call right away, probably Monday or Tuesday, see what they can do. So if we can get on that dining car and eat while the train's running, I get to cross that off my bucket list. So I did go to the OMRA open house and sidewalk sale last Saturday, though. Randall, you did do a live stream on that, I think. Life's trash. You should have told me you had a bad foot. I would have given you a piggyback ride around the show. Oh man, you're awesome. But yeah, that'd be hilarious actually, walking around the show like that. But no, I can hobble around. Just hurts like a son of a bitch by the end of the day, so no big deal. So, and I see nobody likes my invitation to come up and talk, which is good because I can keep the show a little short then. So, been out here changing couplers and stuff. I bought a bunch of ore cars. I think I'm falling in love with ore cars just because they're so small and tiny, and you can pull a lot of cars behind a train, and it's still not very long. It's just a deceiving thing. But changing all the couplers on these things, I got them from Corn County Railroad, Corn County Cobb. I don't know. He does the estate sales and stuff like that. And 22 ore cars I got from him, but they all need different. They've all got different couplers on them. I don't understand that. How they come off of one railroad or one layout. But yeah, changing all the couplers on those, and then hopefully tomorrow I can run a really long ore train of about 40 rail cars. So that'd be cool. So see, someone popped up in my basement, but I don't think he was at Springfield. Georgia Sunbelt, nice to see you there at Springfield, bud. Evening, Sparky, and the rest of y'all's cool. Nathan, today, like I said, check out the start of this live stream. It'll tell you a lot more about the meet and greet that's coming up in May. Renting, I'm going to be looking for a hotel or a place in the Reading area. Pretty sure that's what I said, right? My memory's about so long right now. Yeah, so Hamburg, Pennsylvania, or Reading, Pennsylvania areas. And that'll put us close to a lot of the ideas that he sent out. So I'll get something set up for us. So, but I know John number 2, he was actually talking about like if I rented that whole train and stuff like that, he was going to bring the whole band that he had. So he was saying, but so right off the bat, I thought we were going to have a great time, but that didn't work out. So anyway, it's still going to be a good time. I know it is. It always is, but just, yeah, no excursion, no private excursion train. So that sucks. All right, Randall, I'll bring you up for a little bit.
Yeah, I can't stay long, Sparky. I just want to pop in and say hey for a minute.
Hey. Oh, that's cool. Like I said, the biggest thing we're talking about is the meet and greet. And the other thing is changing things up for mini prints, maybe. Like I said, keep doing the scans or doing sales and stuff like that. A couple people said do both. Again, I think that would he'd actually have to hire another person, I think, to help out with that. Again, with the sales part of it, how do you bring what? I guess that's more of the question is what to bring from mini prints that people would buy. If you go to his website, he's got to have 500 things on that website.
So, I'll tell you what, those propane tanks he did are really nice. I've got some of those.
Yeah, they're nice too. But like I said, he's got so much stuff on the website. How would he pick and choose? And then the other issue I think that you'd have selling stuff at the train show too is what scale do you bring? Like HO is popular, sure it is, but N scale is catching up. A lot more people are doing N scale. So
yeah, I kind of look for N scale to kind of surpass HO eventually.
I think it will too,
just as people get smaller spaces.
Yeah, for sure. So, and of course, the other question I got for everybody in the chat also is like it muted myself. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any ideas around the Reading area for things to do? that would be good. Just throw those up in the chat or let me know in an email type thing and I can check it out. Like I said, Josh sent me quite a bit of stuff to look up and set up. So big disappointment that was, not getting my excursion train. Like I said, I had 10 hours worth of stuff we could have done on a private train, and I was just getting really excited for that. Like, who can say they rented a train for a day?
There's not many.
Well, it'll be another year until I get to say that now too. So maybe next year we can do that.
Yeah.
But next year I'm already in the planning of doing a different railroad just outside of Buffalo. So next year's is already in the works too. So I guess it'll be 2 years, but you never know. I mentioned to Bernard to do a sampler bags, even dollar amount to just a quick pickup. Might be easier than dragging and sort through thousands, hundreds of minis. And go via, go home. That's for sure. Like I said, it's so much stuff on his website. How would you pick and choose what to bring? I know what he was talking about though. Is like he'd bring the bomb shelter because that's something new. He'd bring the well. He'd bring over the edge group, and he's thinking about starting another run of something else that he would then bring. But again, all your popular sellers, then, like you said, the propane tanks or the animals or the beavers that started the whole thing. Like, I would not be in Bernard's shoes if you wanted to sell something at the show. Just so much stuff. And he'd be nonstop printing then too, just trying to get enough stock to go down to the show. So yeah, I think that's the big question is what shows would you like to see him at? Throw that up in the chat and that'll help him out quite a bit. I know he'll check the replay out when he's got time.
Well, I know the OMRA show is coming up in September. I think it's the 25th and the 26th now, and I can't pull it up while I'm on the stream because it's on Facebook, and I would have to leave the stream and then come back to get the info. But I think it's the 26th and the 27th, if I remember right. I think that's right. So I'll look that up and make sure. But yeah, there's that one in Springfield, Missouri. Well, it's here in Springfield, Missouri. It's coming up, and then I think that's it. As far as it's close to me.
Yeah. See, I know all the shows in Ontario, they're just not big enough shows. We don't get the manufacturers going to them. The one that did actually have a couple manufacturers come to in Toronto's now null and void. It doesn't happen anymore. So the biggest one we got's OVR now that does the
this show they're having here in Springfield during September back until this year's or this coming year's it was just a 1 day show, and now it's a 2 day show. Now I don't know if they're having any manufacturers there or not, but they said they're expanding quite a bit. So
yeah, and that's funny. Chris from Go Via or Go Home says Super Train in Calgary, and I don't even think Bernard's ever even thought about that one. Like he has thought about it. He's said it a couple times, but I don't know why he wouldn't go to it. Except it is expensive to get across Canada, so it's cheaper to fly to the States than it is anywhere in Canada. It takes forever to drive there. And to take a train, oh my God. You're looking at like 3 days and then super expensive price tag to go with it too. Yeah. Tom Strange is saying a coal mine scene for your fascia. That'd be pretty cool. But again, you're limited to what the build plate can do. So that's about 8 inches. I'm sure you can get bigger ones, but Ravenhawk 6910, good evening to you, sir.
Hey, Sterling.
Nice to see you popping in. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I had to talk about, Randall. Like I said, it was a big disappointment for the meet and greet, not getting that train, but there'll be other things coming out. So I'll be posting videos as soon as I can if I find out any information. Thomas Grassy, hello to you. How are you? And no Spike Mike popping in. I still got to get over to his club and check out one of his open houses. I don't know what it is with life. Why are you so busy? Never any free time, Randall.
It happens. It happens. I've been there and done that. Of course, since I've been up here, it's been like pretty much dead. But
yeah, we can see that.
We'll see what happens when I go back to Thayers. So it may be a little busier. It may not be. So
see, I did the Springfield thing last weekend, and
yeah,
I said, feet hurt. I wasn't out very much after the shows. Go to the room. We did pizza and beer in the rooms type thing, but we didn't take off. There was only one night I was out kind of late. Came home, went to work. I've worked all week. And then today I had off, and I don't know what happened, but it finally caught up with me. I think it was jet lag, even if I drove. But I probably fell asleep on the couch at 10 and I woke up at 5. Like,
Oh yeah.
I was just beat. So, and of course, when I woke up at 5, it's like, damn, I wasted a day. Did nothing. So,
It happens.
yeah, but maybe I just got to stay off that couch.
I'll tell you what, I'm about to climb the wall sitting here, not getting any trips or anything. So
Yeah, that's like I said, I'm busy all the time, and you're doing the opposite. You're just
yeah.
dying to get something going. So,
Well, it's the way the railroad works now. It's feast or famine. You're either working every day, 7 days a week, or you're not working anything. So
yeah, for sure.
uh,
DeBob's N Scale Man Cave. Glad we could help you out, bud. When I saw that come up in the chat, I had to tell you right away, and I'm glad you got what you were looking for. That's very cool. Again, that's another thing about these live streams and stuff like that. If you're looking for anything in particular, throw it up in the chat, and everybody around will start looking for you, type thing, right? It's like lots of people doing your window shopping for you. So,
I'll tell you what, though, this container here, this was a pretty cool little find right here. It has all the road names on the side of it. I don't think I've ever seen one like this.
oh, is that the? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's got all the well, then Class One railroads, except you can now say Kansas City Southern's CPKC now. But yeah, that's a pretty cool one. So I like that one a lot.
And Carolina Foothills Railroad saying he's going to get me a Conrail Jazzy scooter. All right, I'm good. That'd be awesome.
And I've still got the C39-8s back here behind me. Once I finally get back home, and if things just don't haul off and go crazy, I'll try to get those reviewed as quick as I can when I get home. So, but I got a lot of work to do when I get home too. So.
Yeah, Ravenhawk saying he's got himself a Rocky Mountaineer GP40-2 Gold Leaf Dome the other day. That would be cool. That'd be a good set to get, is the Rocky Mountaineer. So got Thomas Grassi in the basement. I'm going to bring him up real quick. See if he wants to talk about the show or not.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Thomas.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
All right.
So you made it to the Springfield show. What'd you buy?
Yeah. Oh, I just I didn't get. I saw one thing I was going to get, but I decided not to get it. It was a Conrail switcher. It was only like this big, but I didn't know if it would run or not because it was only $35. But I said, I don't feel I got enough engines that I have to work on. So I said, that was it.
That was one thing with me going to the show. That was one thing I kept in my mind, is what I wanted was GP7s in Conrail. I need 3 of those for my scene in front of my station, because there was always 3 of those sitting there idling when I was a kid every day when I went to school. So I want 3 of those. Yeah, I want to make a scrap yard, so I want to get the crane with the big magnet on it and the claw. So I think that would be a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a chance to walk around and actually look. So I had a couple of people out shopping for me, and they didn't see any. So I saved my money that way. So, but yeah, I went with a list, and I didn't go window shopping at all, because I'm bad for that. Oh, I like this, I'll pick it up. Oh, I like this, I'll grab that. Oh, I don't need this, but I like it. So
yeah, well, there was a lot of different things there, but it was a good time to meet everybody, and had a lot of fun.
The meet and greets are definitely one of my favorite times to go. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
We've done those both years now at 12 o'clock on Saturday, and always a good turnout. Always good to see everybody, and it's nice to see how far people come. Like, quite a few people from Colorado this year, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, plus I got to meet a lot of the vendors too. That was nice. So,
yeah, that's a good thing too. So, any highlights from the show that you saw?
Oh, I just, I met the guys from Soundtracks, and another guy I work with is from Azure Track. I met him, and he helped me out with a lot of stuff too, because he makes these boards and stuff, and helps you automate things. And I saw some other people too that I met. NCE. I was there, and there was these two guys looking at the NCE lights. So I started talking to him about it and telling him what I ran into, and told him what to look for, because he said, well, he has a problem with his that they weren't working. And I said, well, you need to make sure you do this. And then the guy there, his name's Ed. He works for NCE, and so I introduced myself, and he goes, oh, this is the guy that calls me all the time, and he has the most obscure questions I ever come across.
He was talking about you? That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And, because I always tell him everything that I did beforehand, before I call, I explain, I tried this, I tried that, and everything like that. Because it's always better to tell the people what you try, because at work, all we do is get people call and say, oh, my computer isn't working. Well, what'd you try?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. They never tell you anything, So,
yeah.
But, yeah.
So, just a couple of questions about the Mini Prince booth then. Like, did you like his setup?
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
And again, would you go to a show to be scanned? Like, would that be a highlight for you to watch that or get it done, or would you rather go and see Mini Prints for sale?
Yeah, I go there and look at things. I sent him an email once. I wanted these forest rangers for my park that I made, and I never heard back from him. So I know he's busy and stuff, but I looked for him online and I couldn't find anything. So
yeah, well, if he hasn't got back to you, just send him another email.
Yeah, I'll just send him another one later
and see what happens. I know he gets a lot of emails in the day, and
yeah, sure he does.
Yeah. So I know if you tell me that you send him an email, I can always send him a text afterwards saying, hey, Thomas sent you an email, look at it. Because I know I've had to do that a couple times with people, because they'll email them and won't get a response or nothing, and they'll complain a little bit about it. It's like, oh, I got you, don't worry. So he gets busy, I get it. So it's all part of the business. So
yeah, he gets busy, So. Hold on.
Nope.
So that film, it sometimes sticks together on the roll.
One of these days I'll set up my printer.
Yeah.
I got a resin printer. I've had it for over a year. Set it up once. But everywhere I set it up in the garage, like if you slam that door behind me, it shakes the builder's plate.
Yeah.
So I got to make a table or something to actually put it on.
Yeah, put it on a table. Yeah.
One of these days I'll get to it. Again, just too damn busy to do anything. So, and then when I get out here, I'd rather run trains than do anything else. So.
Yeah. Well, what I'm printing right now is holders for my BD20s. I just got 3 of them in today. I'm working on my subway system, and I got 2 corners done now. I just got 2 more to go.
Yeah, so that's a line I think Mini Prince is starting to bring out, is stuff that you can put on the fascia underground. So like I said, he's got the bomb shelter, he's got the well. A couple good ideas were out there in the chat, but that's always something else he could do too, is like a subway scene type thing, right?
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, because I got these subway sets, and they're made by MTH. And I was reading the book on it, and they have ability to stop automatically at places. You can make it learn where you want it to stop. So I'm going to try that out and see how that works. because then I can have them stop right at the subway station, go to the next one, stop there, and go to the next one, stop there.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to see how that works out. But I got my
All right.
I got my JMRI set up already for the transits, and I put in there some of the functions that they have inside those engines, and it says next station. So when the train is leaving the station, it'll say next station, and it'll automatically do that. So we'll see how that works out.
A lot of train equipment and stuff, layouts, it's starting to go computer generated, and what you can do with it. Turn it on, just let it run. So
Right. Yeah.
we got Nathan down in the basement. I'm going to bring him up real quick and then probably call it a night. I got to. Hey, Nathan. How's it
Everyone.
going,
Hey,
Good.
Nate, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey, Nathan.
Hi.
So you saw him. I'm going to change the plans there a little bit, Nathan. I'm going to be staying in Reading.
I think I've seen in the description about it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit down in the description, but at the start of the live stream, I go right through that. Well, basically, the short story of it, we can't rent the train for Saturday. They say they got personnel issues. I think just not enough people to work that day, so we'll go with that. But he gave me some ideas from other things to do. Told me to stay in those two places, so we'll go from there. But you're gonna have to get your layout fixed up real quick so we can do tours of your layout.
Wait,
then-
what month is that?
May.
May.
You know, it's
Oh,
in May.
right, May.
And then we're gonna have a bonfire in your backyard.
Yeah, I think I'm like half or more complete anyway.
Yeah. So. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But,
the questions out there, Nathan, about mini prints, like, would you rather get scanned at a train show, or would you rather him bring stuff to buy and sell?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, I get that a lot in the chat and from the people too. Is both. Like I said, it's always an option, I think, but he'd definitely have to hire somebody to get in on that. So.
Yeah, or unless he could make locomotives or something like that to make it a little more interesting.
He's more into the people and things that are more generic. So maybe at the next show round. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had for tonight, guys. Talk about the meet and greet, how it's going to change, how I'm going to get off my ass real quick, make some phone calls next couple weeks. Like I said, I'll post some videos and stuff like that. As soon as I know, everybody else will know. But I'll be staying in Reading, Pennsylvania. That's probably the best thing I can tell everybody right now.
Yeah, that's only an hour from my place. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, why aren't we having a bonfire at your place then?
Yeah.
Never know. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, and a lot of people were answering the mini prints question. Like I said, I was just I'm super busy when I was there. I don't get a lot of time to get out. I like to stay with the booth, let Bernard get out and shop and see stuff and things like that. I get that. Like I said, with my bum foot, I'd rather just sit anyway. So saves me a lot of money not going around that show.
Right.
Maybe he'll see some inspiration on other layouts too.
And Nathan, that's the best thing I think I like about any train show is going to see all the layouts and stuff, because one thing people don't understand is due to geographical area, that's what those layouts look like. They model that area, right, that they're from. So you go to Colorado and stuff like that, you're going to see a lot of desert and mountain scenes like that. Whereas you go to the New York area, you see a lot more cities, the open farms, rivers, scenes, stuff like that, right? So.
Yeah, I like to see how other people do their scenery and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get ideas.
So do make it a point always to get around and look at some of the layouts and stuff like that. I'd rather see that than the manufacturers. Again, you can just go online and buy stuff anytime from a manufacturer, whereas these layouts different every time they set them up pretty much. So
yeah. Yeah, I guess a little bit of manufacturer just in case get the new stuff, but then more layouts would be better.
Yeah, but that's the joys of YouTube, Nathan, is like I didn't have to go to Scale Trains to see what they announced. I just had to come home and put Scale Train's announcement Springfield, and popped up. And it showed what they were doing. So
Right.
right. So if you missed something at the show, no big deal.
Exactly. Well, one thing I missed, one thing I regret not taking a picture of was I saw these guys had fire trucks there with the flashing lights and everything in them, and they looked really cool. So, but
Yeah, those were not cheap.
Yeah, I don't know who made them. I was looking for one.
Yeah, we'd have to talk to Mike about that because he got the work truck. But yeah, I saw the video, a couple of videos of the fire trucks with the ladders and stuff. $159 for those fire trucks.
Yeah, well, I saw some 200. They were 200.
Yeah, no. I know we buy locomotives and stuff like that for that price, but a little car or fire truck with all, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Just can't, not yet. So
I found one that was listed for $95. It was a bumper truck, but they didn't have it in stock yet. They said it's coming out in March of 2024. So I emailed them, see if they'll send me a notice or something. I don't know.
All right, so that's
I have on my layout a dumpster that's on fire, and I figured if I put a fire truck there with the lights flashing and everything, it'll add more to that scene.
Yeah, that'd be all right, but still, I'm not spending $159 on a fire truck, so I have to be long retired for that one. So, all right, guys, closing thoughts for the show. Randall, if you want to set us off, we said we were talking about mini prints or train shows or my meet and greet. So,
I mean, really, the only show that I know of that, I say show that's coming up, the only place I know that the Club I'm in is going to be at coming up pretty soon will be the Home and Garden Show at West Plains at the Civic Center there. They should have their layout set up in the lobby down there. So, other than that, I don't really know what they've got planned as far as beyond that. With the exception of the October and Christmas displays, but anything in between that, I don't know. So,
all right, Mr. Thomas.
Thanks for having me here, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate every one of my subscribers, and glad everybody watches my videos. I appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in May. And this is going to be in Strasbourg, right? Is it in May? Is that where it is?
Well, around the Reading area. So, like I said,
yeah.
So yeah, there's a couple of coal mines and stuff like that. They got steam trains and things. So, and there is a place that does a dining car. So, like I said, I'm gonna get on the phone with them right away and see if they'll actually do a dining car thing that when the train's moving and you're eating, because I just think that would be a pretty cool experience. Just don't do that much anymore, right? So.
Right.
Not in the old coaches anyway. I'm sure the new Amtrak stuff or the new Via stuff is pretty smooth when you're eating.
Right.
But think of the old rail cars and the way they kind of swayed back and forth and stuff. I think it'd be pretty cool. So
yeah. So looking forward to seeing everybody there.
And Nathan, I know you popped in a little bit late.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, the old meet and greet and mini prints, what I was basically talking about. So
yeah, it makes you wonder if we should 3D scan Bernard himself.
He's got a couple of himself done already. So he's got one of him actually in his lab coat holding the shrink ray gun. So if you watch some of the videos, he's standing in front of the wood chipper on his diorama. It's one of the smaller ones. So he's just a short little guy. So
I guess let's see.
Any thoughts for the meet and greet, Nathan? Like stuff. What do you think's the best thing down there to see?
I guess I get why Reading North is a little disappointing, but there's a coal mine that's like kind of in the Reading Northern area. I kind of forget where it is, but it's called the Pioneer Coal Mine Tunnel, where they have this near gauge steam engine part of the coal mine.
Yeah, that was on his list of stuff for me to look into. So
Oh yeah, definitely worth it. I got to blow a whistle on that steam engine because they let me.
Oh, there you go. So that'll definitely be one I give a call to then.
Or
And I'll make sure I tell them Nathan DeLay told me to call them.
yeah. Or here's another idea. What if it's possible to run that steam engine yourself, but with like obviously supervision, but like just to see how well the train runs. I think it's a little bit of a short line, but it'll still be pretty cool. Like, hey, I got to drive a steam engine.
Well, I know Jamie Elkin got to do that on a couple of her videos. She showed that, but I don't know about the liabilities and stuff like that.
Oh,
So it is something I'm working on for next year's meet and greet, and it won't be running a steam locomotive. I'm trying to work on running a diesel locomotive for everybody, so
oh,
everybody will get the old experience of trying to run a diesel down the line for a couple miles type thing. So,
that's a genius idea.
well, something new and different, right? Like
Yep.
Right.
I've been in the cab of the Alco, but I haven't got to run the Alco. So,
Mm.
but yeah,
And
we
if
were all
they're not-
talking about it. That was one of the nights when I was at Springfield. I went out with a guy that owns a railroad and some of his family members and stuff. We were hashing out next year's meet and greet, what we can do. And so far, it came up with one day is going to be all about diesel, and then the second day he's going to bring a steam locomotive in actually, and get that all fired up, and then we'll do a whole day of steam. So,
Or I guess you could have multiple layouts, like they're small enough to be in like a train, the passenger cars, including mini prints. But yeah,
all right, guys, that's it for me. All I had,
so,
and
Well, appreciate you letting me come on, Sparky. I
Oh.
didn't talk a whole lot, but it was fun regardless. So,
I look forward to going back through the chat and seeing what everybody had to say, and maybe some of their ideas to do for the main meet and greet in the Reading area. So that'd be cool. That's a good idea. Life with Roscoe. When he said Hawk Mountain, I believe that was one of the emails I got too. Was Hawk Mountain. So
the LBW Kansas Railroad, they have some steam engines there.
yeah. So like I said, I got lots of homework to do for the next couple of weeks, but I will keep everybody posted. So
Yeah,
Sounds
May will
good.
be here faster than you know it too.
Or slow.
all right, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me.
Okay,
And we will
everybody.
talk to you all later.
Again, thanks for having me. I'll
see you,
all
Sparky.
soon.
See you, Thomas. See you, Nathan.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
See you guys.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too.
Bye for now. Bye.